Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today will be big box store plant shopping at the Home Depot out in Garland, Texas. This one is actually a new location, and I wanted to give a shout out to my plant foldie Marlon for sending me a direct message on my Instagram page at Grow Folds. If you're not following me, please do so. You can connect with me that way. But he sent me a bunch of photos of some amazing Proven Winners Leafjoy plants. So we're going to see if there are still some of these new releases by Proven Winners Leafjoy plants. I know that I have been frequenting a lot of the Home Depots around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. As always, plant foldies, if you haven't already, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And so I'm gonna go ahead and take you on a shopping extravaganza. We'll see if I actually have an impulse buy on today's video. And then later on, I'm actually gonna be filming some more content in this area. So there's gonna be some new uncharted territory when it comes to big box store plant shopping, at least in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Hopefully this gets everybody excited. I hope everybody has some good vibes, and let's go ahead and see what this Home Depot has to offer. So come along with me. It is a glorious morning to go big box store plant shopping at the Home Depot out in Garland, Texas. As you can see right here, I traveled quite far from where I am based at, which is in North Dallas. I actually took I-75 and then took the George Bush Tollway to get to this location. This is the one near Firewheel, and you can see it is a beautiful morning. I love filming big box store plant shopping videos whenever it is in the morning, because I feel like that is the best time because there's not as many people shopping, as well as the lighting. As always, plant foldies, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. We haven't had as many people in the live premiere chat, so I'm hoping that you guys will actually take the time, if you made it during the 7 p.m. Central Standard Time live premiere with chat, to say hello in the chat section. But you can see right here, the leaves are changing in a lot of the actual trees out in North Dallas, and that's, you know, one of the perks of just having fall heading into winter season. It's not officially winter, but you can feel the weather is getting quite chilly. I have some hens that I am actually raising, a barred rock hen and a Rhode Island red. They are doing just fine though in this cold weather. They're very hardy chickens, so definitely check that out. If you haven't considered joining my YouTube membership tier, the Super Plant Foldies, I actually have a lifestyle blog. I actually document raising backyard chickens and all of those additional channel perks. But let's go ahead and just walk through here and see this beautiful Home Depot. Again, I am super excited because there are so many amazing Proven Winners Leafjoy plants, and that is actually the main reason why I traveled this far to check it out. Again, if you want to actually get in touch with me, follow my Instagram page at GrowFolds. That's the fastest and most direct way to get in touch with me. If you have any questions about the plant or just want to get in touch with me in general, I would love to connect with any of the plant foldies here. Can see that they have some live Christmas trees. Have you guys actually put up your Christmas tree? Because in about a week we will be right at Christmas Eve, and honestly I am just really excited for the holiday season to be over. It is definitely a very busy time for me during this year, and I have just been working nonstop. But as far as just the content, I'm hoping that once it slows down at the beginning of 2026, I will be a little bit more consistent with my big box store plant shopping videos. So again, for the plant foldies, continue to hashtag team replay my videos. Shout out to Eric Planty Buds, who also has a YouTube channel. Please subscribe to Planty Buds YouTube channel. Thank you for team replaying a lot of my older content. I have many playlists, so if you are willing to binge watch some of my big box or plant shopping videos and other videos as well, I have a playlist for that. Actually, I have a playlist on how to fold origami paper crane. So you already know that the actual title of my YouTube channel, Grow Folds, the folds is actually in reference to my love for origami. So definitely check that out. But you can see right here, we do have some live Christmas trees. I love the fragrant smell of a live Christmas trees. I just never have actually put up a Christmas tree that was alive like this growing up. Now, before we get into the indoor tropical plants, I did want to go ahead, pan over here, pick up some of these succulents and cactus. This is by Smart Planet. I love their arrangement of succulents and cactus. This is something that for 2026, for the new year, I would love to learn a little bit more about, just because when I am shopping at big box stores like Home Depot, I do find that they are very much so budget friendly and cost effective. And when you think about houseplants, when you think about plants that you could potentially make as Christmas presents or even just holiday gifts, houseplants come to mind. And I never even thought about maybe gifting somebody succulents and cactus. The only thing is, I do believe that succulents and cactus are a little bit more tricky. Some people say that you don't really have to water them, but at some point you still have to have the right balance of watering and lighting conditions. Christmas cactus, you already know that this is the prime time to get a Christmas cactus in bloom. $12.97. Look at the beautiful coloration of this. That is something that I would eventually like to get as well as a Christmas cactus. For the most part, this is an easy to care for house plant. It is one that does require a little bit more bright indirect light, but as far as a plant, I mentioned this in a lot of my plant shopping videos. This plant actually is more of an heirloom plant that is passed alongside from generation to generation. Most people will say that they have obtained or acquired a Christmas cactus through their grandma or somebody that was growing plants and in general. So really beautiful plant. This one is just starting to bloom, so it's not actually peaked out yet. I am just curious if anybody here that is watching today, and I do encourage as many comments as you can in the comment section, because I do love the engagement. I will respond to any comments that you have. I just want to know what your holiday traditions are. Do you do anything special for the holidays? I try to keep it low key. When I was a little bit younger, we always had a huge Christmas party. You know, me being Filipino American, Philippines in general as a country has the longest season in terms of Christmas. But as far as like Christmas parties, I just remember all of the Filipino Christmas gatherings. We would actually have a program where people would do like dance performances and different types of talent showcases. And that just really brings a lot of fond memories. Family is super important to me. And for me being a Filipino American, I just love the fact that those family values are still instilled with a lot of the cousins and just family in general. I would even call the plant folding community, and for those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome. I do consider this my online family community. Thank you for always choosing to be kind. Thank you for always having good vibes only. So let's go ahead and just keep picking up these plants right here. Feel free to leave in the comment section what you think. And we are shortly going to walk into the indoor greenhouse or the Home Depot Garden Center in just a moment. stunning selection of succulents and cactus. I love those uncommon aloe vera plants as well as these Haworthia plants. And now we're just going to talk a little bit about a project that I've been working alongside with a really good friend and nursery called Art Garden Flowers. As y'all know, I am obsessed with Aglaonema. So there is a book that has been published and produced called Indonesia's Living Jewel 2025 Aglaonema. This is presented by Art Garden Flowers. If you haven't already, please follow Art Garden Flowers on Instagram, as it also Indo-Miami Plants. My friend Harry and the Art Garden Flowers team actually produced a beautiful Aglaonema book that features a lot of the Indonesian hybrids. This is the first English book that features Indonesian Aglaonema hybrids. You can see that there are so many beautiful photos. Shout out to Mr. Benz of Agleomart 88. These are some of the photos of some of his beautiful Aglaonema that he has for sale. So a couple things to note. If you are interested in getting these Aglaonema shipped to your doorstep, you can actually buy these Aglaonema at artgardenflowers.us. That is the official website. There is also a QR code at the end of this book that you can pause and actually scan and see the list of beautiful Aglaonema. As far as this Aglaonema book, this also features a little bit of a blurb of my plant journey as well as my grandmother as well. So I'm actually super excited to see this book come to life, at least in the United States. It will be available. Stay tuned for that. But I did want to go ahead and just put that excitement back. I know that it was supposed to make its debut at PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, but it is going to make it to the US shores very soon. And then I'm going to pan over here. So Aglaonema Ratna. So this is the newest Greg Hambali Aglaonema Indonesian hybrid. For those that don't know, Greg Hambali is actually the father of so many beautiful Aglaonema hybrids. He has passed away, but his legacy presses on, as you can see right here, because this Aglaonema Ratna has actually been released to the public December 6, 2025. I am actually trying to raise funds to actually give myself my own Christmas present in the form of an Aglaonema Ratna. It is quite pricey. It is about $600 or 10 million rupiah. I did start a GoFundMe, so I did want to say thank you to those that have actually sent a donation. I know it is a hefty amount, but if you feel compelled to actually send a donation, just check the description of this YouTube channel. There is a direct link for my GoFundMe. I would absolutely love to acquire this actual Aglaonema Ratna, in a sense that it just pays homage to Greg Hambali's efforts to really showcase to the world the beauty of Indonesian Aglaonema hybrids. So anyways, let's get off of these little commercials. I promise I don't have any more infomercials in my big box or plant shopping video. So now we are going to walk into this greenhouse type setting that Home Depot has. So there are a couple of Home Depots that have a separate greenhouse setting, and this is one of them. I really love the fact that, again, going shopping early in the morning at a big box store like Home Depot, you don't really run into a lot of customers, which makes it a lot easier for me to create this content. As y'all know, I have started to do face on YouTube content, and I am somewhat a little bit, I guess, shy when it comes to me carrying around a selfie stick and filming myself. And then you wonder, so maybe having some of these customers wonder what I am doing. I try not to actually create a lot of buzz whenever I'm making these YouTube videos. But if you saw my previous YouTube big box or plant shopping video at Lowe's, which was actually right next to this Home Depot out in Garland, Texas, I actually had somebody come up and ask me a few questions about plants. So if you are ever shopping out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you do recognize me, don't be shy. Feel free to say hello. I love to meet local plant foldies out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But as you can see right here, I did want to show you some of the plant products, fertilizers that I would recommend. Miracle-Gro fertilizer, although I am not an official affiliate, I do recommend this just because it has been an all-purpose fertilizer that works on pretty much any of my houseplants. Now, if you are looking for a more organic approach or alternative, they do have organic Miracle-Gro fertilizers, but this all-purpose fertilizer, this one that I have in my hand, is basically the fertilizer I use for all my houseplants, whether it's Monsteras, Philodendrons, Hoyas, Pothos plants, and my beloved Aglaonema. So I'm going to go ahead, take a walk through here. You can see that it is a quiet morning, and you can see that they've got shelves and shelves of holiday Christmas plants. We're about to approach these beautiful Norfolk pine. Norfolk pine become a seasonal plant or an annual plant because I don't really see a lot of people growing Norfolk pine past the Christmas holiday season. Although I am curious, again, plant foldies, leave in the comment section if you actually grow Norfolk pine past the Christmas holiday season. Same thing with poinsettias. Now, I will say Christmas cactus, people do that, but those two seasonal holiday plants for the Christmas season, I would at least am curious to see if anybody else grows it. But what a beautiful Home Depot here. You can see that this Home Depot is very much so kept up. Everything is organized. All right, plant foldies, we are at this Home Depot right here. Luckily, there's not a lot of people shopping here, but you can see this is a new vibe. I am absolutely loving it. So we're gonna take some details and take a look at it. And what do y'all think about my fall inspired shirt? I am just really happy that I can take you guys alongside with me to go shopping today. I know that if you're doing some Christmas shopping, I'm gonna make some recommendations about what plants I think would make great Christmas gifts. So, but you can see right over here, look at all of these plants right over here. And then obviously, we're gonna be looking at all of these Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. I am super excited. And that's the thing about going plant shopping or big box store plant shopping early in the morning. There's not a lot of people here, so hopefully nobody's gonna stop me from filming, because I always get a little self-conscious carrying around like a little selfie stick. But you can see right here, lots of Proven Winner plants. But I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys what we have to offer. I can just tell that this particular Home Depot is really run well, and I'm just really glad that I have some plant foldies. But as you can see right here, even the planters around here are well organized. And that's the thing, right? Whenever you are going big box store plant shopping, you can tell if there is care. And so I'm gonna just have a ball today. Again, look at this. Isn't this fantabulous? Look at the background, and I'm hoping to invest into getting an actual microphone so my audio can be better now that I'm filming face on YouTube. Again, if you haven't already, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. But you can see that there are plenty of plants here. So we're gonna go start off with some of these Proven Winner plants. So one thing I love about Proven Winners is that they have very just great quality plants. Follow Proven Winners on their Instagram page at Leafjoy Plants on Instagram. But you can see right here, we've got a whole collection. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some of them right here. You can see this one right here is a beautiful Philodendron fall leaves. These ones are for $19.98. Beautiful plant. And then we just have several different ones. And one thing I did want to show you too is we've got gorgeous Hoya plants right over here. This one is some type of Hoya. I think it's a drift, but you can see that there is a little bit of sun stressing over here. I have been hitting up a lot of Home Depots because at the end of the day, I think that certain Home Depots out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area are a little bit better than others. And that's the reason why, if you are in the DFW area, I hope you're following me. And then you can even see right here, we've got a Philodendron Gloriosum. This is for $29.98 by Proven Winners Leafjoy. I love being able to just spend my days off from work making content for y'all. I hope that you guys are liking this new format where I am just really talking to you guys through. And then when you talk about some of the plant aesthetics, I really love these planters here. This one is for $12.97. Look at this. It has this gold trim, and it does have a drainage hole. $12.97. So when you're thinking about like plants that plants or plant decor, holiday plants, this one right here is amazing. This is the Mitria planter indoor use. I would totally buy this and add a plant to it. So if you'll notice that this Home Depot is definitely organized. And so throughout this video, I'm just gonna give you my insights. Hopefully nobody bugs me or stops me from like just filming, because I'm super excited. And you can see right here, Look at this planter. Now this one doesn't have a drainage hole. So when you're thinking about like plants or home decor, things that you can give as Christmas gifts, I would even say just planters. This one would be my #1 choice. And then we also have this right here. This is the bellflower pot for $8.98. This one's chipped, but you can see that it's got a natural tone about it. And then we just have all of these neutral tone planters. And then over here, look at this. This one is for $19.98. And then you can see that there are lots of Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. These ones right here, this one's actually a pretty nice looking Philodendron Varieties. So I love this. You can see that the leaves are a little bit narrow, and so I'm surprised that I have not made it to this Home Depot, and that's the reason why when it comes down to it, we get lots of little beautiful plants. So I hope that you guys like it as well. am just so happy to be at this Home Depot, just because you can see right here, Proven Winners Leafjoy, so many selections. And you can see all of these planters, like $9.57. Look at this beautiful, almost like honeycomb planter. I like the gold trim on it. It looks very stylish. It looks very modern, and it actually can be utilized as like a holiday theme. The gold kind of lends itself to Christmas holiday decorations. You can kind of change out these planters, especially if you have a lot of your plants that are still growing in their nursery pot. Like this one doesn't have a drainage hole, so you can just mix and match, put some of your plants that are in 5-inch planters into that, and voila, you have instant Christmas holiday decoration. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up and show you guys all of the different types of planters. So aside from Christmas presents being houseplants, you can actually gift people Christmas decorations such as planters. I think that would actually make a low maintenance, cost-effective, budget-friendly gift, especially if you are looking to save money while shopping for Christmas gifts this holiday season. So let's just continue to pick up some of these planters and look at the selection at this Home Depot. Aside from the beautiful planters, those really do make great Christmas holiday gifts. Those are great Christmas holiday present ideas. You can see right here, we do have massive houseplants as well available. So you can see this selection right here. We've got an Aglaonema. I'm thinking of Aglaonema, but it's actually Alocasia Regal Shields. And then look at this beautiful pink cordyline Hawaiian tea plant. Unfortunately, I would not recommend growing this plant again indoors long term unless you are going to be consistent about giving it bright indirect light. So growing it under a grow light and spraying it down with neem oil spray or some type of pest preventative, because it is very much so spider mite prone. So those are the types of plants that you have to really be cautious around. Same thing with Alocasia, for instance, and obviously the Hydra Helix or the Hedera Helix English ivy. Those are plants that actually invite spider mite plant pest, and if you don't really want to get that infestation, you have to be very cautious about those plants, which leads me to talk about some of the plants that I think you should not be giving as Christmas presents, and that would be those high maintenance plants such as cordyline plants, calatheas, anything that is spider mite prone. I would go for the easy care plants. I mean, you can see right here, this is a Chiflera or a umbrella plant. This one is actually a beautiful plant that can grow into a full-blown indoor tree, and it's actually pretty low maintenance. As far as other plants right over here, I mean, look at this. Super full Home Depot. It makes you want to go spend all your money. It makes you want to go shopping. And so again, if you are going to be going big box or plant shopping, especially to look for Christmas presents or holiday gifts, give yourself a budget. Like for me, if I'm going to buy myself a plant today, I would give myself a $30 budget, and that would be it. That kind of prevents you from going overboard and spending hundreds of dollars. Really have a strict budget when it comes to it, and then just really assess whether you really need the plant or not. This actually makes it a bit more challenging because, as you can see right here, we are now looking at the Proven Winners Leafjoy plant. These are the ones that they've released out in a lot of the Home Depots throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Curious to see if your Home Depots have gotten a lot of these new Proven Winners Leafjoy releases. I love Proven Winner plants. I think that the marketing that they have, the planters that they have, the selection of different types of plants, whether it's Alocasia like this, for instance, first time ever seeing a really large Alocasia phobos. This is a variegated Alocasia, and take a look at this. $44.98. It is in an 8-inch planter. What a beautiful Alocasia. I mean, it is highly variegated, but for me, again, this is a little bit more of a challenging plant to grow unless you have higher humidity levels to repel spider mites. The watering needs to be consistent, and then also just the lighting conditions. With it being a variegated plant, it is going to need a little bit more bright indirect light since it doesn't have nearly as much green to actually have it produce chlorophyll and actually photosynthesize. But what a stunning plant. It does give myself like snow vibes, wintry vibes, Christmas holiday vibes. And again, I can't believe that Christmas is just around the corner. We are about a week away from Christmas, and to me that is crazy. And then all of a sudden 2025, the year 2025 will come to an end. There is going to be a year-round episode that I'm gonna have where I kind of highlight and recap my year 2025. So definitely stay tuned for that future content. I am just excited to actually have some of these shopping videos available. I do think that it is relevant because I'm pretty sure a lot of us are frantically looking to go Christmas shopping or still trying to get some of our last minute Christmas presents. For me, I haven't actually done any type of shopping in terms of Christmas because a lot of my presents I either hand make or just give the gift of time. And I think time is really precious. I think that a lot of times we get sucked into actually spending more money on physical Christmas gifts when really the holiday should be about spending time with your family and friends. Let me know in the comment section again if you guys have any traditions, anything that you do specifically for the holidays. For me, my holiday season is going to be actually after Christmas. I am excited to visit my grandmother. It's actually going to be a surprise for her. I'm going to come down to North Houston and check out my family, spend some time, eat some good Filipino food, and just spend the holiday season with her. As y'all know, my grandmother is 90 years old. Her name is Belen. I call her Lola Belen, which means grandmother Belen. You've seen her in some of the past YouTube videos. I do intend to get her in a couple of future videos as well. She is recovering well. She did actually have a little bit of an accident where she fractured her hip, but she is doing very well. She is on a steady road of recovery. Anyways, you can see right there, we did see a Monstera Thai Constellation. We do have an Aglaonema pink lipstick. Now, this is also known as an Aglaonema pink Siam. I love this Aglaonema. Anything that's pink is beautiful. It is part of the Proven Winners Leafjoy trial collection. So I'm thinking that they are trying this out to see if it'll actually be popular enough for them to continue to release this. So my call to action for anybody that loves houseplants, that loves Aglaonema, that wants to hashtag popularize Aglaonema, go ahead and go to Home Depot. If you see the trial collection for an Aglaonema pink Siam, this one is for $29.98. Let's go ahead and buy it. It is a beautiful plant. In terms of the Aglaonema care tips, again, fast draining soil. Their roots really don't like to stay in water, and so for those that have seen me actually convert Aglaonema into semi-hydroponic substrates such as like leca or lechuza pond, I'm not doing that nearly as much because I've noticed that some of the Aglaonema don't really transition well. Even in semi-hydroponics, I see that there is a lot of root rot. Their growth, which is already a very slow growing plant, is actually stunted. So I wouldn't really recommend putting Aglaonema in semi-hydroponic substrates. I would utilize soil. In terms of lighting, they do like bright indirect. Like, I think that you get the best coloration for Aglaonema, although they are low light tolerant. So you can actually grow an Aglaonema in lower conditions. Now, the more colorful varieties, the ones that have pinks, reds, don't do as well in a lower light condition. They don't have the best coloration. So I would just always say, as a rule of thumb, most plants that we have adapted as an indoor house plant does well in more bright indirect light settings. So if you're able to provide a grow light, if you're able to provide east facing morning light, that is the best for it. But I am just really happy that Proven Winners Leafjoy plants, these tropical house plants, these many different varieties that Proven Winners has. I love Proven Winners plants. I know that Proven Winners plants are actually well known for the garden plants that they provide. I just love the fact that they have delved into the indoor tropical house plant business as well. I do like the packaging. I do like the tags. I love the fact that they do have a QR code, which actually gives you plant care ideas, plant care routines, everything you need to know about your house plant. And so if you're looking to give a Christmas present, if you need Christmas present ideas, consider getting a Proven Winners Leafjoy plant, especially these ones that are in the 5-inch ceramic white planters. Like this Hoya right over here would make a great Christmas gift, because it is an easy to care for plant. Hoyas in general are actually pretty easy to care for, and they actually have a really good reputation in terms of just many varieties. And I love the fact that Proven Winners Leafjoy series, they have actually produce many beautiful Hoyas, generally available for the public to buy at a big box store. Aside from the Aglaonema pink lipstick that Proven Winners Leafjoy has released, I love the fact that they have Manjula Pothos. Look at this gorgeous Pothos. Love the variegation. Love the round leaves. This one again is for $29.98. And if you're going to ask me a Christmas present that you can give to somebody that may not necessarily grow houseplants this Christmas season 2025, go ahead and get yourself a Manjula Pothos. Beautiful plant. This could actually make a great decoration for somebody's desktop or just a space that gets bright indirect light. Fairly easy plant to take care of. It is a Pothos plant or an Epipremnum aureum, which in general is a very easy to care for plant. I wouldn't say it's as fast growing as say a golden Pothos or a neon Pothos, but in terms of variegation, this is such a beautiful plant. Now, if you were to grow this on a moss pole, some type of support where it is able to climb up, you will get some beautiful large variegated leaves. I always say that's more of the budget friendly or more cost effective alternative to a Monstera albo. So really interesting that Proven Winners Leafjoy has that. And then we have a Piper Kura Kura. First of all, check out this new plant. I've never seen a Piper this size, at least the large leaves like this size, out at a big box store. So of course, this is a definitely uncommon plant to find. Now, in terms of Pipers, not 100% sure what the plant care tips are. I would assume that this one would need a little bit higher humidity levels. It definitely is going to need a lot more consistent watering, but look at the texture of the leaves. Look at how beautiful it is. What a unique plant. I love the fact that, again, Proven Winners Leafjoy does offer something a little bit different to the houseplant lovers. So if you are shopping for houseplants, if you are needing to go to a big box store and spend your money at, say, Home Depot, spend it on a Piper Kura Kura by Proven Winners Leafjoy. Kudos to Proven Winners Leafjoy again. Follow them on their Instagram page at Leafjoy Plants, so you can see the latest and new finds that you can get from Proven Winners Leafjoy. But you can see that this is the care tips. And we're just going to continue to highlight all of these plants. I'm going to go ahead and pick these plants up. Feel free to leave in the comment section again what you think. And please, if you have already made it this far into the video, thank you so much for still tuning in and watching my content. I do work very hard to film some quality plant content for you. Press the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And if you feel inclined to give a present, a gift, there is a way to give a monetary tip to a content creator such as myself on YouTube in the form of a super sticker or super thanks. You can just press the $ on the right hand corner and you can enter any amount. Your super stickers, your super thanks, or even joining my YouTube membership tier really helps the sustainability of this YouTube channel. It definitely helps fund some of the costs in terms of my gas money and just the time in general to make this content. So feel free to do that if you'd like. You don't necessarily have to. Your viewership and just your engagement in general is quite enough for that. But anyways, let's go ahead and just keep picking up some of these plants by Proven Winners Leafjoy. Enjoy the beautiful foliage. Enjoy the soundtrack that my friend Jordan has created specifically for the Growfold YouTube channel. guys, what do you think so far of some of the beautiful Proven Winners Leafjoy plants that I have found while shopping at Home Depot? Have you gotten any inspiration in terms of any Christmas plants or Christmas presents that you can give as houseplants? I would recommend Proven Winners Leafjoy Littles, for instance. These are very much so budget friendly, cost effective. You can save some money on just houseplants in general because these are only for $5.98. You can see right here, if you like pink plants, Tradescantia feeling flirty, love this one as well. It's a pretty fast growing plant and it's one that's very easy to propagate. You can see that they also have a new release right over here. This is part of the trial collection. So they're trying out releasing Monstera Letriana. So if you're looking for a Monstera Letriana, which used to be quite expensive a couple years back, now you can buy this for $29.98. Look at that Aurea elbow variegation. Now with the Monstera Letriana, it is just kind of like the same as other Monsteras. If you do give it a moss pole, a totem pole, it will actually produce more mature, larger leaves. Not 100% sure if it does fenestrate. I would assume it does just because it is a Monstera. I have an actual Monstera Letriana, but that one was one that I found from Costa Farms Trending Tropical Collection. But you can see right here, Proven Winners Leafjoy Plants has this available for the price of $29.98. And you know, when people ask me what are the best buys or which products that you can find at big box stores are really good value for your money, if you're looking for house plants, like I said again, big box store is where it's at. Some people have their opinions about whether shopping at big box stores takes away from small businesses and local nurseries. As I've said in all my videos, whenever I delve into that subject, it really is where you are most comfortable shopping. Don't ever let anybody judge you or make you feel that you are doing something wrong if you are buying plants at big box stores, because at the end of the day, I say you should diversify where you buy your plants. You should not just be all about buying big box store plants. You should also consider buying local and small businesses. I definitely do. I like to mix it up. I mean, heck, I even buy plants from overseas. I think when you diversify where you actually source your plants, you are going to get the best value for your money. But again, most people may not necessarily have the luxury as far as having the selection of, like, say, Proven Winner plants or even local nursery plants. It just depends on where you live. I know in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you can go to so many local and small businesses as well. So as you can see, I have shown y'all a lot of these Proven Winners Leafjoy plants, but I did want to go ahead and show you this right here. This is in another Anthurium that is at Heart's Desire, and look at how beautiful this is. Like, can you believe that we can see Anthurium Hybrids now at Home Depots and big box stores? And I know some people have their opinions about whether you should go big box or plant shopping, but I mean, look at this. This is amazing, and this is a reason why I feel like big box, it just gives you the opportunity to be able to pick up plants that you may not necessarily be able to afford. And that's the reason why, if you're going Christmas shopping or if you're looking to go buy plants for somebody as a Christmas present and they're looking for an Anthurium, I know that these ones have a little bit of damage, but kudos to Proven Winners Leafjoy. I absolutely love it, and I'm just having such a wonderful time this morning. It is my day off. I'm going to be spending the entire day filming big box store content for y'all. So again, I hope you guys can support me in this channel by subscribing, pressing the like button, and you can just see right here, look at this. This is amazing, and I am a little self-conscious just being out filming, but this is just absolutely gorgeous right over here. Look at this. This is a Piper Cura. I really like the look of this one as well. So this one right here is a Labisa. So I don't know if anybody is really thinking, but look at how large the leaves are on this Labisa right over here. I'm tempted to buy it, but I don't know if I really need it, but I'm spending $29.98 on a plant that I'm not 100% sure of, but it is a gorgeous plant. Let me know in the comment section what you think. But yeah, we have Labisas, and obviously we talk about the Aglaonema Pink Siam right over here. Now this one is also known as the Aglaonema Pink Lipstick. You can see there are several plants here, and I'm just glad that Proven Winners is on the trend of hashtag popularizing Aglaonema. I definitely enjoy it, and just the fact that this is such a pretty color, I would just recommend this. If you haven't already considered buying an Aglaonema, I talk about this in every single plant video that I do, but I really do believe that you should get yourself an Aglaonema pink lipstick. That's what Proven Winners is calling it, pink lipstick, for $29.98. And I did want to show y'all this right over here as well. Let me just go ahead and show this right here. This is a philodendron snowdrift. I know that it's not as new in the market, but you can see we have that. But what is really interesting is this right over here. This Alocasia, what is it called? Phobos. Look at this variegated Alocasia. Like, I am surprised. It's giving me snow vibes for the holiday season. This one is for $44.98. So definitely some stunners at this Home Depot. There's lots and lots more to look at as well, but you can see that they've got lots of large plants here. We've got a Monstera Thai Constellation again right over here. So Proven Winners has outdone themselves again. Lots and lots of plants to choose and pick from. If you're into Hoyas, you can see right over here we have Hoyas. Really love the look of this Hoya. This is a Hoya Fresh Rain. It's definitely giving me fresh vibes. And I'm just getting a lot of serotonin boost this morning. So I hope you guys are enjoying this big box plant shopping tour. Look at this Manjula Pothos right here. Smile to the camera, right? I love it. This one is for $29.98. And you know, with the Manjula Pothos, it is one of those plants that, even though it's a Pothos plant, for some reason it's still quite expensive, but I'm glad that it's readily available. And then what else do we have here? So you can just see that they've got several plants right over here. We got a Philodendron Belitier again. This one is gorgeous for $29.98. So if you're looking to go Christmas shopping, if you're looking to get houseplants as a Christmas gift, you definitely need to be shopping at Home Depot. If you're looking for plants, like this one right here is really a stunner. This is a Philodendron Orange You Gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that right there. I really love the look of the yellow on this leaves. And again, you know, this was the Proven Winners Houseplant of the Year. And then we also have a Alocasia Bisma. Look at the Alocasia Bisma right here. So as far as Proven Winners Leafjoy, again, it's one of those things where you can go shopping at a big box store like Home Depot and see more plants. Like we can see this right here. I was just showing you this. This is the Monstera Gilded Glory, which I believe is a Monstera Letriana, and this one is for $19.98. So really good vibes right over here. And then you can just see there's several different Proven Winners littles. These are the ones that are value added. This one is for $5.98. You've got a Syndapsis Sage and Cream. I really love the look at this one as well. So if you're into Syndapsis, you can definitely do that. But I am going to give you some more detailed pickups, but I'm just going to go ahead and pick up some more of the plants that I believe are really good value. $5.98. This is a Pitonia Dispatch. Look at how red this is. I mean, isn't it stunning? It is stunning. Let me know in the comment section what you think. And then they also have more plants right over here. So this is a lighter pink variety. This one is a Pitonia Zalm Ruby Lime by Proven Winners Leafjoy. Zalm Ruby Lime. What do y'all think of this right here? I love it, and I'm actually enjoying it. So story time. So there was another Home Depot employee that was actually watering the plants, and I had to kind of stop filming because I get a little bit nervous because I really don't want to like have somebody say stop filming. So I'm doing my very best, plant foldies, to film some quality content. But as you can see right here, Pitonia Prime Time. Look at that right there. Absolutely stunning. And the thing about it is, Proven Winners, excuse me, I'm still getting over being sick. Look at this. Hoya Sea Stones. Love this. And then you can see we have a Hoya A Drift. A drift $5.98. This one is a little sun stress, you can see right there. And what else do we have? Oh, one of my favorites, another Pothos. Epipremnum Golden Glen. Isn't that stunning? $19.98. So as far as like Proven Winners Leafjoy, if you are looking for their new releases, it looks like they are coming with a lot of heat. I mean, look at this right here. Epipremnum aureum Golden Glen, which actually is known as the Neon Queen Pothos. Again, I absolutely love this. And as far as the care tips again for this particular plant, it's super easy. So when you're thinking about like a Christmas plant, a Christmas shopping gift, I would recommend a Pothos plant like the Golden Glen. It does need quite a bit of bright indirect light for it to maintain its coloration. And then also the Manjula Pothos that we're looking at right over here is another easy care plant that I would recommend. The variegation is amazing. So here's the thing about Proven Winners Leafjoy. Again, they make things a little bit more cost effective. And I think that that's the reason why I like to go big box or plant shopping. You can see right here, this is the, I can't really pronounce this one, but this is another Hoya. So for the Hoya heads, for those that love Hoyas, this is definitely available for you. And that's what makes this shopping experience fun. And then this is the Philodendron Ottaboense. Look at this. I'm gonna try to pick it up. Massive, right? I am just so excited. Look at how massive this is. Proven Winners Leafjoy has really outdone themselves. I can't believe that we found so many amazing plants. And I think some of my top picks would definitely be this Kura Piper. Like, this is amazing. I've never really seen it. Please in the comment section leave a care tip on it. And obviously the Aglaonema Pink Siam, that is definitely a need. It is a need today. Say it with me, a need today. And plant foldies, I just am really happy. So as far as like even this week, it's just been super hectic. And so I'm just glad that I am able to go big box store plant shopping here. You can see that they've got several other plants right over here. We've got some of these that are growing in hydroponics, and then behind me you can see how full this amazing place is. So as far as the actual shop, I would just go ahead and just walk around and pick up some more plants. You can see right over here we've got several, and it looks like it's just been freshly watered because there was an employee and I really wasn't trying to bug him. And you can just see even more plants right over here. One plant I did also want to show you is this Anthurium right here for $18.98. Look at how gorgeous this Anthurium, freshly watered. So you can tell that this Home Depot does take care of their plants, and I am just loving this right here. I do want to ask the plant foldies, what other content do you want to see? I know that I've been showing my face a lot, and as far as just, the vibes that I'm having lately, I am just really happy to be able to recharge, refresh, and show you gorgeous plants. Like this one right here is by Vigoro Plants, $14.98. Look at how massive this Aglaonema Silver Bay is. I do apologize if the audio isn't the best. I am trying to raise some funds to get me a specific microphone so I can give you better audio, since now I am doing live videos as I am showing you these plants right over here. But you can see that as far as what's behind me, super full plant. Another plant I was going to show you is this right here. So this is a spider plant, $19.98. This is actually pet friendly. Look at how massive this is. So it's non-toxic to pets. So like for me, I have gorgeous little hens that I've been raising. They've actually been laying consistently for me, which is a really good thing, especially in the winter. So it is a learning process for me. Easy care plants that I also want to recommend are these right here. This is a Sansevieria.
Really love this one, $7.98. So this is another recommendation for gifts, I think. And then as far as what else do we have here, we have some terrariums. So if you can see right here, we've got some terrariums right over here, plant foldies. Look at that. Really like that as well. You know, that's the thing about Proven Winners. This one's for $19.98. Proven Winners Leafjoy, they have a bunch of plants that are growing hydroponically. So I'm gonna show you this. This is an Aglaonema in a globe, growing hydroponically. Hopefully the light's looking really good. This one is for $19.98. Really cool little gift that you can give. I would recommend that particular plant. And then if you even see right over here, they've got Elcon Lake. This is what it's called, the H2O Bowl Elcon Lake. $19.98, that's a Pothos plant. So really enjoying that as well.
As we look at some more of these Proven Winner Leafjoy plants at this Home Depot out in Garland, Texas, it definitely has made my my journey, my drive down here well worth it, just because I am seeing such healthy looking plants, so many selections, so many great Christmas present ideas for the holiday season. So if you are on a budget, if you are looking to be a little bit more, I guess, strategic about what type of plant you're wanting to buy, either for yourself as a Christmas present, which is not a bad idea, or even just giving somebody a Christmas present in the form of a house plant. Consider even these Proven Winner Leafjoy Littles, Proven Winner Leafjoy H2O Bowls. These are super cute. They are a little bit more unique. I mean, you can see right here, we've got an Aglaonema Pink Valentine, or Valentine, however you want to call it. This one is for $19.98. But when you think about it, all this plant needs to do is live in water. You don't have to worry about watering it. Now, providing it with more bright indirect light is definitely key for its success. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick up a couple more plants. And can you believe we've got another Hydra Helix? This one is part of the trial collection, and it is going to put you through some trials and tribulations growing in English ivy indoors. Now, as far as this plant right here, if you grow it outdoors, it is definitely going to grow very easily. For some reason, it is a very much so invasive plant. When grown outdoors, I would not recommend growing it in the landscape because it will take over your yard. It will crawl up your walls, and it's just a very challenging plant to take care of or get rid of. This one right here is a Tradescantia that is a little bit of a different one right here. This one is actually unique and brand new. This is again by Proven Winners Leafjoy Littles. This one has a white ceramic planter with a matte glaze, which I prefer. As far as my home decorating aesthetics, I really like minimalistic planters. This one has some beautiful purple undertones. $9.98 is what it is being sold for. So if you want to buy this, Tradescantia actually are easy plants as well. I would even recommend that as a house plant for yourself, or even as a Christmas gift. And you can see right over here, Tradescantia Feeling Flirty. This is the traditional pinkish tone, a smaller version of the Tradescantia Nanook. Winner Leafjoy plants. They've really outdone themselves this year. I would even say from filming and going shopping at Home Depots looking for Proven Winner plants, they've actually produced quite a bit of unique looking releases for plants such as Philodendrons, some Monsteras, Ficus. They've even got some unique Pothos that have made it. And then they also have classic plants like this, $9.97. This one is a spider plant, which is actually pet friendly. So if you are raising pets such as a furry friend, or for me, some backyard chickens, this one is not toxic. They can actually consume it and it will not send them to pet heaven. This is another easy to care for plant, and this one is one I would recommend as well as a budget friendly Christmas present if you're going to give houseplants as a Christmas gift this holiday season. We also have a fern right here for $9.97. I am just going to continue to pick up a couple more plants, and then we're going to round out today's shopping video. I don't know if seeing these Proven Winner Leafjoy plants makes you inspired to go shopping, makes you inspired to gift somebody a houseplant this holiday season. It definitely makes me want to get some of these plants and actually give the houseplant gift to somebody that may not necessarily grow plants. For instance, this one right here is a Epipremnum aureum Neon Queen Pothos, also known as the Golden Glen by Proven Winners Leafjoy. Beautiful plant, $19.98. Love the variegation. Very easy plant to care for. And then we have a bunch of Hoyas sea stones here. And these ones right here actually have beautiful coloration. If you sun stress it, you're going to get more of the peaches and pink tone for this particular Hoya. Here is another Hydra Helix. This one is the Hedera luzii. What an interesting English ivy, because if you look at the variegation, it almost reminds me of like a Syngonium mojito. That green on green minty variegation is pretty. Unfortunately, even though it is only for $9.97, this is not an English ivy I would recommend adding as a Christmas gift to somebody, because it is definitely very challenging to grow unless I am just doing something that doesn't really give the type of care it needs. I will shout out Leap for actually having a beautiful Hedera Helix that was posted on the YouTube community tab. So if you are exploring my YouTube channel, you can post pictures of your plants, ask questions, and interact with the community under the community tab of my YouTube page. So as I round out today's shopping video, you can see we've got some holiday themed plants. We got some amaryllis, and then we just have a couple more Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. This one again is for $9.97. This is a Hoya sea stones. Any of these $9.97 Proven Winners littles in these ceramic planters will pretty much make great Christmas present gifts. And lastly, I'm going to show you some beautiful Anthurium hybrids. This is one that I ended up buying at some point. This is $29.97. It's growing hydroponically. And I'm going to feature that one Anthurium that I bought at the very end of the video. But you can see if you're looking for Anthurium hybrids, they are now available at big box stores. And if you are wanting to gift somebody an Anthurium this holiday season, you can buy one through Proven Winners Leafjoy at Home Depot. And then you can see right here another beautiful Aglaonema. Not sure what this variety it is, but it is growing hydroponically, so the roots are already growing very well in just water, which makes it very much a low maintenance plant. Just make sure you are providing it with quite a bit of bright indirect light and even plant nutrients to put in the water so it will grow its best life. You can see over here we do have another Anthurium hybrid. And I actually have two of these. I actually was able to find a variegated Anthurium hybrid at another Home Depot, and I ended up just getting one at a previous Home Depot. Again, I will feature it at the very end, but as always, Plantfoldies, please consider pressing the join button for my YouTube membership tier. It is only for $3.99. You will get access to my lifestyle blogs, which I will be posting more regularly on a weekly basis, and additional channel perks, discounts for any future products I will be selling, as well as consider joining my YouTube subscription. Just make sure that you are pressing the subscribe button with all the notification bell on. My name is Richie at Growfolds. You can see that this is the Anthurium Hybrid, the Burning Heart's Desire by Proven Winners Leafjoy. What beautiful silver foliage it has. It is only for $29.98. Definitely a Christmas present for myself. I will have more brand new content throughout the week, so stay tuned for that. If you are seeing videos pop up on the screen, go ahead and start watching those videos. Those are some of the videos I would recommend either watching now or even hashtag team replaying it, but press the button for those videos that are popping up on the screen. Join my YouTube membership tier, press the like button, leave some comments. It has been quite a bit of a fun shopping excursion today, and I definitely wanted to share some of my insights, my plant care tips, some of the recommendations I would just have for anybody that wants to just grow houseplants. Again, my name is Richie at Growfolds. I will see you on the next one. Thanks again, and bye.